I have to actually have good posture this time while I get ready. This is weird. Hello, Internet, and welcome to the Kaylee Michelle Show. I'm Kaylee. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if you're coming back, thanks for sticking around. So, slightly different setup than normal, clearly. I told you guys I'd be playing around with this kind of thing, and I am. I am also on a time crunch. So, we are killing two birds with one stone. I have to get ready for the day. I have my dance class this morning, so I need to actually get ready for the day and stop bumming it. And I also need to film a video, so get ready with me. Now, I did tease that I have a very fun topic for this week, and that is true. I just did my very first performance with my college, so I'm gonna kind of go over that because it was a really unique opportunity, and I'm down to yap about it forever and ever. So, if you like what you hear today, or you just like the overall vibe, I'd really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button. Just it's right there. It's right there. You got this. Okay, let me actually start getting ready for the day now. The performance that I just did was called Playwrights Aloud, and pretty much I have my makeup in a really bad spot to try and do this. Okay, hold on. Okay, so the show I did was called Playwrights Aloud, and pretty much what it was a kind of like a play festival, I guess. There were six different plays in this show, and they were all around, 10 minutes long, if not like a little less. Uh, and the whole point of it is to get the words of student playwrights out into and like out to audiences. So all of the plays were written, directed, and performed by students, which was super cool. So, how it operated last Tuesday, I went and auditioned for these shows, and I just got handed a side from one of the plays, read it out, great. Got in. I did not perform in the play I auditioned with, but I did make a different one. And Um, we rehearsed that same night, which is kind of crazy. I've never done anything like that before. That was our one rehearsal too. We rehearsed that same night, and then this past Tuesday, we performed it. All scripts still in hand. I am really sorry. I'm not used to like talking and doing this stuff at the same time. So, if I have weird pauses or anything, bear with me. Also, I want no judgment for my makeup routine at all. This is not a makeup tutorial. I will not be telling you what I use. You can figure it out for yourself. Yeah, we performed it last Tuesday, scripts still in hand, because, like I said, the goal was to get the words of the playwrights out. And so they didn't want us trying to memorize this in a week time span. Instead, they wanted us to have the scripts in hand and read it exactly as written. And we were still acting it out and stuff, doing all those fun things. We had very minimal set. It was just like blocks. And like mine at least had like a table and some like bar stools, but other than that, like very minimal. So now like about the actual play I was in. The one I was cast in is called Conflicted Hearts. It is by Lana Howe. Hold on. I have the script right here, actually, still. Yes, Lana Howell. Here's the script, guys. She wrote an absolutely fantastic show. And some of the plays were like just written for this, and they were written to be like the 7 to 10 minutes. Lana, though, she is working on this as a full show. So she, I think, is in the third act of writing it right now. Like she's writing the third act. So our scenes were just pieces of this full play, which I think is super cool. My character was is named Hannah, and she is around 30 years old. She's a lawyer. She's married to Aiden, who is a principal, and Hannah's got some baggage, some emotional baggage. She's been through it. She has seen some stuff. She has struggled with some stuff. is like very poised and like kind of she tries to stay composed, but it's clear that she's like hiding stuff. You know, she's trying to hold herself together. My nose is so red. Also, if the camera quality is janky, I'm using the front camera this time. Using the front camera this time just so I can make sure I'm not like moving out of frame, but whatever. I digress. Yeah, Hannah's got some baggage, and I'm being vague with it because I don't want to spoil it because I'm sure this will be a full production one day. It was an emotional one. It was a really emotional one. It was also my first time cussing in a production. I have not done that before. When you grow up going to a Christian dance studio and only doing newsies or like theater at your high school, not really dropping F-bombs. I did do that though. So that was something else. I'm excited to send the video to my family. I think they're going to be shocked. Yeah, that was like the play. It was so good. I loved it. I absolutely loved the play I was in and everything. Like, it was fantastic. And all the other ones were too. There was one that was like a conversation in a bar. There was one that was an audition, one that was like roommates, and one of them was a witch and stuff. That was good. My boyfriend was also in it, and he played a defense attorney. It was like a taxi ride after a trial. That one was really good too. And then there was, I think that was most of them. There was another one. It was a conversation at an airport, like on an airport bench, and it was like this guy that was really high, and an assassin and a mom and stuff. Like all of these were so good. I was obsessed. Oh my gosh. Another thing about the show is all the actors for the different shows. Should I curl my hair? Because it's kind of, hold on. It's actually kind of nice just how it is. Should I curl it? I'm gonna curl it. What was I saying? Yes, being on stage. So all of the actors and playwrights and directors were on stage the entire time. And we kind of just sat in the background while the other plays were happening and we watched. Yeah, it was really fun to be able to watch. Now, I would have loved to be in the audience too, to like actually see faces, but overall it was super fun to like be on stage and watch all the other plays and stuff. And I just think that's such a cool concept, like the show as a whole. And the funniest part about this show, or at least my involvement in it, that piece did not curl at all, is I impulsively decided to audition for this show. I was sitting in my comedy class and I was like, yeah, I think I will, because it was getting talked up and stuff. So I went over, I auditioned, and I got in, which was pretty nice. It was also really fun. Like our playwright Lana, she was also like art director for it. She's fantastic to work with. Like everyone was so, so great to work with. And I really love the story that she wrote. And I loved being able to perform it. It was definitely a test for me because I have not done a role that was that emotional. So it was really nice to, you know, play around with that and really get vulnerable and stuff. I was yelling, like yelling. Um, so yeah, it was a really cool experience. I guess I didn't have as much to say about it as I thought, but I'm still getting ready for the day. So you know what? We're just gonna keep on going because, guys, it's not the only project I've been involved in here at school. Though I did tease a little bit ago. I teased that I was part of a very exciting opportunity, or I'd secured a very exciting opportunity, but I wanted to wait to like talk about it a little bit. Your girl is in a short film. What my boyfriend's roommate, he is a film major and has this goal of doing a short film every month. So this month, the film is called Macbeth, And me, my roommate Lily, who filmed my room tour, and our friend Sam, we are the three actresses in it. And it was super fun. I have never filmed, I should not wave around a hot curling iron. I've never like filmed a short film like that. So it was such a fun experience. Oh my gosh. And we have some really creative shots. I'll put in a few clips of the videos Denzel, our director, posted. Unfortunately, I cannot post the entire film anytime soon. And that is because Denzel plans to submit it to festivals, and festivals don't really like when you put them out super publicly or anything like that before, submitting them. So, unfortunately, I cannot post it anytime soon, but we are premiering it at our school next week, and I am so excited. So yeah, I'm in a short film. Another thing that I'm involved in, there is a first year, so freshmen and transfer students, concert reading that's happening. So it's musical theater and pop rock songs. And I found out last night that I made that too. I auditioned for that Monday night. I found out last night that I made it. So I was very excited about that. I was very nervous. I also switched my song last minute. I was fully planning on doing I Don't Care Much from Cabaret, which I did do, but I was set on doing Hey There Delilah by the Plain White T's, everyone's favorite song at some point in their lives. Um, no. Some of the high notes were just not working because something about me, I sing like contralto range. That's like the lowest female voice range. Like we're pushing tenor. So finding audition songs is quite the task for me. But alas, we charge on. So Hey There Delilah, there was just one part that was tripping me up. So I was like, you know what? We're gonna switch it. And I ended up singing Grow for Me from Little Shop of Horrors, Yes, the Plant musical. And apparently it worked out. But I have used Grow for Me for an audition before, so that I was familiar with it. It wasn't like an on the whim, let me learn this whole song and cut right away. Like I have sang it before. I have worked on it with my voice teacher back home, that kind of thing. Another thing, I'm telling you guys, I'm booked and busy. Another thing I'm involved in is actually backstage work. I got a an assistant position on the production of Grease happening this semester. So I am one of two assistants, and I got plugged into that from a backstage, like, crew call meeting thing. Which, if I, like, now that I'm like a month into college and stuff and theater school, if I had anyone that was, wondering, like, how do I get involved in so many things right off the bat? Go to things, go to the freaking meetings, go to the events, talk to people. You are not going to, like, opportunities aren't going to just like show up at your door like, hi, I'm here. You have to actually put yourself out there and market yourself and talk to people. So, all this to say, your girl has been working, booked and busy. And that's part of the reason why, I've had to be a little sporadic or take some time off with videos and stuff. I don't want to ever disappear fully again because I do enjoy making videos and all of that, but uh my school and commitments here do need to come first. So bear with me. If I say I'm taking a week off, trust that is only going to be that week. And I'm not going to just vanish again because I don't wanna. I enjoy making videos, and because so much of my work is now like not screen, stage based and stuff, it's nice to do something a little more on like the film side because I do really enjoy it, and um yeah, it's like a project that I can work on where I'm authentically me. I'm not having to be a character. I'm just ignore the whole Lord Farquaad thing I got going on right now. This is what we call a bob that has not been styled. Yeah, so if you guys want to know anything about theater school and how all that operates, or just being at an art school, leave a comment with any questions you might have or anything you want to know. I'd be more than willing to talk about this because it truly is such like a unique experience and like I feel like I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. Okay, I'm gonna finish curling my hair and then I'll do the outro because I'm running out of things to say. I've been yapping for 26 minutes and yeah, I don't know what else to say, so I will see you in a second. So the worst part about curling my hair is I can never like fully tell if I have all of it curled, especially in the back. Like I'll go and like, kind of feel around, make sure like the pieces are still super straight. And then I find one and then I'm sad. So, um, I don't have, I don't believe any are like that, but I'm not going to turn around and check because the back of my head is none of my business. I hope you enjoyed this little get ready with me tangent thing. Very different from my normal videos. I not so much like the prop like I can't talk. It's not so much like the, super produced, like, here's this whole topic, notes, things like that. This is me just yapping. This is how my brain works. Also, I do want to this is just me wanting to point this out. Somewhere in the move to college, I lost the little peg that supports my mic stand. So, um, I'm using a hair tie to support my microphone. I just hope we can all appreciate that. I really tried my best. But yeah, so that is this week. I will see you guys next week and it'll be super fun. Hopefully, I plan on talking more about the short film. It might even have some guests. We'll see. So, stay tuned and thank you for watching. God bless.